Kidding. I have more in the fridge if I need it. Anyways, we're back. As promised, as promised, your Lord and Savior has returned once again. Kidding. Uh, but yeah, we're back. Damn, arms looking. I think it's just the angles, man. I think it might just be the angles. But thank you nonetheless, Chris. Thank you nonetheless. We are feeling a little bit small since we are leaning out. I feel a little bit deflated, but I know that's all in my head. How you doing? The evil eye. The evil eye. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. We are back. Indeed, we are. As I said, I would be. It possibly, and we made it. We made it. I didn't know what time I was going to be home, but we. Hang on. YouTube is falling over. YouTube is falling over. Let me just fix that. Cousin's house is tomorrow. Normal schedule today. Cousin's house is tomorrow, and we'll have a stream in the morning before heading off to there. So yeah, we're good for today. We're good for today. I'll probably start packing soon. Did I just push us over? Well, the phone was falling. The phone was falling over, so I just reset it a little bit. So yeah, I pushed you around. Sorry, Spotify. The downside of being on my phone. Bit late? Not really. It's only 8 p.m. The night is still very young. But I also go to sleep early, so like 2 hours I'll be in bed. Make me dizzy? I'm kidding. I'll stop that. I'll stop. Does your cousins know your Overlord season 4 bad take? No, he knows my my great take. Oh, there's fried chicken. I think I just responded to you on no, that was marinated chicken. Never mind. But how you doing, fried chicken? I took the step. I bought my first slightly gooner figure. Welcome to degeneracy. Welcome to degeneracy. How you doing? I'd say we're doing not bad. Did I just choke YouTube? I basically just gave it a little shake. I gave it a little bit of a shake. Isn't Overlord entirely goonbait? No, Overlord definitely has some solid content. Sebas is my favorite character, for example. He's just a charming butler. I think you're referring to what's her name? The succubus. What's today's live about? We're just hanging out. The only thing I know about Overlord is just Lady Albedo. There you go. There's a lot more to the series besides Albedo, but Albedo is definitely yeah, she's an interesting character. Are you flexing? No, I'm not flexing. Favorite One Piece character? I would say I have no idea. One Piece is one of those shows with a really massive cast, and a really strong cast. So picking one character is just I can't do it. Can I list some anime that you are watching right now? Yes, I can. I absolutely can. Classroom of the Elite, Angel Next Door, A Marriage Toxin, Digimon Beat Break, Orb, The Movement of the Earth, Cowboy Bebop. Food. I'm not currently looking at any food. My Switch 2 has died and it won't charge, and I only got it 2 months ago. That is very unfortunate, Chief. Very unfortunate. Thank you for the follow, Chief. Wow, my brain just messed up there. Sorry. Very short sleeves are to show off biceps so you unconsciously are. Adam, I think you might just care too much. Angel Next Door, nice. What's your thoughts until now? I think it's fantastic. I recommend it all the time. How you doing, AJ? Why don't I see Mihawk versus Zoro in? Okay. Oh, you're talking about the painting. So the painting did not fit in the car. So I'm having the artist ship it to me. It's gonna be a while till it gets here. That is why. It just did not fit in the car. It's quite large. It's the same size as the paintings back there. So I only really care about Doja. Of course, yeah, that is true. You know, that is true. You've been watching a lot of anime, so I haven't been able to join. Why can't you just have me on in the background? Ever think about that? Like, come on, you can't be letting me down. Anime chill, of course. Drifter. Do I miss? Oh, it's Keoli. Well, Keoli's back, guys. Stream's over. We're going home. Peace. How much are you? Is he charging you to ship it? Like, I think it was like 25, $30 or something. It hasn't shipped yet. He hasn't seen my message yet. But I spoke to him before the con even started, confirming he will ship it, so it's fine. You are late with the Cowboy Bebop, though. Not really. I guess it's an old series, but does that mean that you have to like? Okay, what if someone was born in like 2015? Are they not allowed to go back and watch it? Is there a timeline on when you can watch an anime? Not really. How many episodes have I watched? Like three, two or three. Once a day stream. Actually, this is our second stream today, so you'd be wrong. I need a nice, relaxing anime. The masterful cat is depressed again today. You'll thank me later. I'm back. Well, welcome back, Paula. How you doing? Been a while. Yeah, we kind of just brought back the YouTube streams recently, so you haven't missed too much. Have I watched Free Rent? Of course I have. I have a Free Rent mouse pad right here. I've seen both seasons. I can say I'm a fan. What's a good starter anime? There is no rules. It's pretty much whatever's interesting to you. If you need some hypotheticals, depends what you've watched before. Erased is pretty good. Charlotte is pretty good. Doctor Stone wouldn't be bad either. Classroom of the Elite is another one. There's many examples I could give. Vinland Saga. Have you played the Borderlands spin-off Tiny Tina's? I'd like to. I would like to. Do I believe that? So I assume you meant Usopp. No, I don't think Usopp is going to die. And please don't spam chat. That's annoying. Opinion on Hunter x Hunter, brilliant series. I've seen it multiple times. After numerous comments by Spotify, finally decided to come back. I wouldn't shut up on his shorts. It's true. It's true. You don't. Chainsaw Man was good. I would agree. I would agree. Do I live on Earth? I do not. Have I played any Persona or Yakuza? Persona, no. Yakuza, my friend played it while I watched him. I can tell I'm not into the game. Persona, I would try. Have I watched Soul Eater? I have. Great series. What is Frieren about? It's an adventure story focusing around an elf named Frieren who went on an adventure with her party, and the story takes place once that quest is already over, and then she learns to take the time to actually connect with people, understand them, form relationships with them. It's a very emotional and it's a very emotional developmental series with a lot of adventure and action and romance, a little bit here and there. I think the main message of that series is to slow down and experience things, connect with people, take the time to appreciate people. Do I like cheese pizza? I do. Thoughts on the anime awards? I don't really have much. Like, I don't really care that much. Do I know who won? I did take a small gander. I'm not particularly one way or the other. Well, we can discuss them if you want. There's something specific. What is your favorite pizza spot? I'm not sure if I have a favorite pizza spot because of how infrequently I go for pizza. I will say that I forgot the name of this restaurant. Last year, my friends and I went to Toronto and we tried this this authentic Italian pizza place. It was very good. That's probably my top spot. You've got to watch Nippon Sengoku. I don't know what that is. Might have to see. I mean, like Twitch to TikTok, not so much. Uh, well, YouTube rights matter. Wait, what? I mean, yes, YouTube matters. We need a poll. Do you prefer Maitaku while sitting or standing? I prefer standing personally, and that's why I have outdoor streams a lot. Do I think Akira needs a remake? I don't think it needs a remake. Would I be opposed to one? No, it is an older movie. I don't think it needs one. Do I eat? No. Who do I think has better villains, Naruto or One Piece? One Piece for me. Who is your favorite Hunter x Hunter character? Actually, wait. Maybe I think Naruto on average. Naruto on average, but like in terms of your, it might go to One Piece overall, maybe, but on average, Naruto. The Infinity Castle movie absolutely robbed the Reze arc. I completely, adamantly disagree. Thank you, Nakamoto, for the follow. I completely disagree. Reze up here, Infinity Castle down here. By far. It's not even close. Do I have anime figures? I don't. I typically like give away the figures to you guys whenever I get them. I'm not really a figurine collector. Do I have a favorite genre? I think cozy stuff, like just the slice of life cozy, is definitely more my style. Resident Arc was 100 times better. I would agree with that completely. Who is your favorite Hunter character? Would definitely go to Merem, closely followed by Killua and Leorio. Reze is miles better in my books. I would agree. I would definitely agree. Do I drink liquids? No, I absorb moisture through the air. Have I watched Corpse Party? I've heard of it. I have not seen it though. What happened with the gym channel? I just brought it back. I just brought it back. Go look it up. My Talk of Fitness. It's there. Thoughts on Bleach? I like Bleach. I'm up to date with it. What is one anime that was absolute garbage from episode one? The thing is, okay, School Days, Rent a Girlfriend, those are pretty bad. And Nekomata, thank you for the heart. Have I seen Real Life? I have. I don't remember much of it though. Have you watched Dress Up Darling? I've seen both seasons. I can't say I'm the biggest fan. I don't think it's bad. I just think it gets kind of dull as you go on. How would you rate One Piece being it has continued for a while? A while is kind of an understatement, but correct. I'm a big fan of it. Have I played Cyberpunk? I have not. Do you like live action movies based on anime? It would entirely depend on the franchise, like on the individual film slash series, more than like, do I like live actions? Yes or no. Have I seen Ranma? I have not. I've seen clips of it, but it didn't really like pull me in. I might still have to give it a shot. Absolute garbage from episode one. Are you talking about Sakura the character or Sakura the show? Because I don't know a show called Sakura. Have I watched ReZero? Yes. I can't. I like parts of it and I don't like parts of it. I kind of go back and forth. Can I flex the biceps? Yes. Uh League, like League of Legends. Oh, I don't go near League of Legends. Steins Gate is good. I could not do it. I tried. I could not do it. Do I think Campfire Cooking will get a season three? It will. Yes, yes, it will. It already. I think it already got announced. Would you check out any trailers if we asked you to watch one at all? Maybe like two or three a stream. I don't think I'm actually allowed to stream myself watching them. Uh, and I don't typically watch trailers for a few reasons. I kind of like to go in blind. When I'm going into a movie, I like to go in completely blind. So I very rarely watch trailers. MHA is so good besides these weird fans. But the thing is, there's bad fans in every series. You could say AOT, One Piece, Dragon Ball, whatever. There's always going to be bad fans. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I like Hero Academia. Who is your favorite character from from Violet Evergarden? That's kind of a. You know what? You know who it's actually going to be? It might actually be one of the dolls, but like the dark skinned woman, like one of the assistant managers. She has like a long dark hair, a darker skin. Might be her. Which anime has the most annoying fan base? I don't judge a fan base. I judge individuals. So if you come into my chat and you're a fan of X series, I don't care what you're a fan of. I care how you behave. The best anime intro outro. Okay, I've already failed you. I've already failed you because I skip outros every time. Intros, once in a while, I watch. Outros, I skip every time. 100% of the time. Or like so close to 100% that it's virtually all of them. Have I watched The Disastrous Life of Psyche K? I tried it. It didn't stick for me. Didn't stick for me. Why are you top? I don't know. I watched Mob Psycho a while ago. It was fire. I agree. It is fantastic. Thank you for the likes, Hans. Have I watched The Disaster? I already answered that one. Well, sort of. I failed to answer that one. Who watches outros? A lot of people do. I just can't get behind it. Have you watched Witch Hat? I'm up to date with it, and I can say I like it. But Quifrey, I'm watching Quifrey because he's sus. He's sus. Like there's something going on there. A lot of something going on there. But yeah, I don't do outros. The Naruto fan who thinks Sakura can beat Guy Jubidara. Da da da. See, like this is like, can we keep the power scaling toxic stuff out of chat? Thanks. Have I seen Takabi's Original Sin? I watched it last week. Oh my god, what a ride! And did you know they announced a movie? It's getting a movie. Which okay, that's probably going to be depressing as hell. By the way, that's going to be depressing as hell. It's getting a movie. I'm not kidding you. It's getting a movie. Have I what? Like the 6 episodes is already like the 6 episodes it has is already so intense. That movie is gonna kill you. My bad. I just hate the soccer overhype. So like, I think the whole power scaling debate is silliness. But hey, you can do it if you want. Do I know Ball, aka Wonder Egg Priority? I know the series. I've never watched it, but it's a name I've heard many, many times. Sakura in Young Naruto was lame, badly written. They saved her in Shippuden. So I think people miss a very, very basic point. A very basic point that goes right over everyone's head. Was Sakura annoying? Sure. I don't disagree with that. But what people miss is that when she comes up like when she's being really selfish and bratty and ignorant of like the of what she's saying, like when she's talking down to Naruto and realize that doesn't acknowledge the fact that like Sasuke went through something very similar and Sasuke understands where Naruto's coming from, and that like as soon as Sasuke calls her out on what she is saying and she immediately feels guilty for it, she then develops as a character. She realizes she's been mistreating Naruto and like tries to do better going forward. So like yeah, her character's annoying at times for sure, but she's a child. She's an ignorant, like sheltered child. They need to give her room to grow. How you do? Thank you, Drift, for the rose. Have I seen the Big Five? There is no such thing. Have you watched Gacha Kuda? I love it. I think it's great. The first season was wonderful. Favorite character from that series would be the receptionist. What has a crappy storyline? School Days is pretty bad. I'd say School Days or Rent a Girlfriend is also pretty bad. But Shikamaru is so likable, easily one of my. Shikamaru is my favorite. He is number one. He has always been top of my list. The only one who really competes with Shikamaru is like Gara, Might Guy, at times Rock Lee, depending on when. Have I seen Devil May Cry? I think I saw one episode. I can't really speak on it at this point. I haven't seen enough. When you spoke of your favorite Violet Evergarden character, were you talking about Kathlia Baudelaire? I actually completely forgot her name. Like I honestly, I just forgot her name. She's the only reception. She's the only person there that would fit my description. She's one of the dolls, high up in the office, dark skin, long dark hair. There's only one person who fits that description. The receptionist is Semiyu. Zonka or Rio are my favorites. Yeah, I forget everybody's name. After so much time, I forget everybody's name. She's great. I think she's great. It's Maito Guy. Okay. I'm gonna keep saying Might Guy. Favorite Naruto fight scene? Honestly, it's probably still the Rock Lee Gara fight. It's probably still the Rock Lee Gara fight. Do I like Naruto? Well, the fact that I just answered the previous question, that probably alludes to yes. So yes, I've seen it more times than I can count, probably. Apothecary Diaries. That is another very, very good series. And it's getting a movie as well. It's also getting a movie. And all these movies are coming out, man. We're going to be stacked for the watch parties. Just saying. What was your favorite Violet Evergarden letter story? Oh, letter story. Oh, man. I think my favorite Violet Evergarden letter story is going to go to the one where the mom left letters for her daughter throughout her entire lifespan. So, like 1 year later, 5 years later, 10 years later, like that one. Oh my god, it has me bawling every time. I'm thinking about it, and it has me like seeing blurs. Are you excited for Bleach final season? I'm looking forward to it. Are you gonna play Gachakuda game? I didn't know they're making one, but it depends. If it's gonna be like a pure arena fighter like Naruto, probably not. If it's like a story game, then I would definitely try it. Do I still play Magic? I do. Update us on your guys. There's no updates for Magic. I don't have money to buy new cards. Though when I went to Anime North, I did get a pack from Hagrid of the Avatar set. I got Combustion Man, which was fun. I got Combustion Man, and I got Boomy. You haven't watched it, but my friend recommended Apothecary is a good watch. It is a good watch, for sure, for sure. And now's a good time to watch it before the movie comes out. And the next season, it's going to get another season as well. Do I got the Mihawk signature painting? It's not on me. It's getting shipped to me. So it's not here. It's not going to be here for a little bit. Bro forgot to mention YouTube in his announcement. Oh, really? Oh, well, let's see if I did. Let's go to the Discord. Go to the announcements. What did I say? Doing an extra live. Oh. Oh, it autocorrected. Oh, it autocorrected. Yep. Autocorrected. Yep, my bad. It autocorrected. I had a bot write the message and it messed up. My bad. Have I watched Horimiya? I haven't finished it yet. It's good. It's definitely on the upper end of good, not peak, but yeah, it's good. What is Apothecary Diaries about? You have this young apothecary who's working with her dad. She is abducted and basically sold into slavery at a at the palace. At the king's palace, and her skills are noticed by certain individuals. Her skills with medicine and herbs and being able to figure out certain things, and it kind of leads to a whole series of adventures and mishaps, and it's really quite interesting. Have I watched the rear? Yeah, she works in the rear palace. 7 days until the party. What party are you referring to? Okay, hold on. We gotta ban someone in the TikTok. There we go. There's always got to be one weirdo in the TikTok. Have I watched Mashle, Magic and Muscle? I have. Both seasons very good. I do think the first season was more fun, but both seasons are good. Say something good about Vegito. He's almost as good as Gogeta, but not quite. What are animes similar to Weathering with You? I think the most common ones would be Your Name, Whisker Away, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, Silent Voice. Those are probably some of like the biggest anime films that are similar. You watching ReZero? I'm taking a break, but I did see the first 3 seasons. I gotta go. No, you don't. Don't lie. Don't lie. You don't have to go anywhere. Making up excuses. Is it getting a new season or not for Mashle? I don't think it was announced. I don't think it's been announced yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did and I just didn't see. Do I think that Free Rent's second season got unnoticed in the awards because this was a stacked year or the season wasn't as good? I think it was a good season. I don't think it was better than season 1, but I enjoyed it. Uh, I also don't really care who wins. Like who wins is still going to be somewhat subjective no matter what you do, right? Because if it was purely objective, it would just be like looking at statistics, looking at the math. Uh, I think I'm fine with Free Rent not winning. I'm fine with it. It doesn't affect my experience. It doesn't affect the fact that I enjoyed it. What do people claim to be the new Gen Big Three? The thing is, people who claim that there is a new Gen Big Three don't know what the Big Three is, so it doesn't exist. I do. My friends are taking me to the beach. So live stream from the join the live from the beach. You don't have to go anywhere. Just have your phone on. What is your favorite dessert? Probably a chocolate ice cream cake. Haven't watched the Free Run season 2, but I watched season 1. Season 2 is good. I think season 1 is better though. I still like. I know. I know Free Run got some heat because of the shenanigans the fans were pulling during the on my anime list, but I don't think that matters. Like I think that was all silliness. The Free Run crime scene lives rent free in my head. The free rent. What scene lives rent free in my head? Um, I think episode one. Honestly, I think free rent episode one just like still lingers in there. Uh, Goonji. Why is chat being so weird? Best anime to watch for starters. It doesn't exist to start off. But that being said, if you can pick one of two things. Pick a series that is interesting to the person. So ultimately, it's personal preference. Or go with something that a lot of people tend to like that isn't too wildly out there, like Erased, Log Horizon, Vinland Saga, uh, Violet Evergarden. Uh, what do I think about Crunchyroll? Not really a fan. I don't use it. I don't use it. But if you want to use it, go ahead. Want to know my curse technique? You are a curse technique. You are a curse. But yeah, you are a curse. Just kidding. Did I miss anything? I do my friend. Da, 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 da. Madara. Okay, I don't really care about that. What enemies have made you cry? One Piece, Digimon, Violet Evergarden, uh, Angel Beats. What do I think about the Goku fans that are trying to get everything they switch the big three into the big four? There is no big four. Like the fans can do whatever they want. They can make up terms. They can say whatever. It's not going to change facts. It's not going to change facts. Dragon Ball predates the big three. It's not that they're separate things. They are separate things. They can cry about it if they want to, but it's silliness. What is Angel Beats about? Angel Beats is about it's like an in-between world for people who have passed away but have not accepted they can't move on from their death, so they end up their spirits end up in this high school like setting where they kind of go through a daily routine, but the main cast is like rebelling against uh their death. They can't deal, like they can't emotionally process what has happened and accept it so they can be reborn. And it's kind of a comedy action, an action series with a good amount of comedy, but is also processing a tremendous amount of grief and loss and tragedy. And it also contains multiple beautiful romance stories that will have you sobbing like a little baby. Have I seen Comey Can't Communicate? I dropped it. I could not do it. I could not do it. Did you cry in Kuma's backstory? Not only did I like when I watched Kuma's backstory, I had to step away from One Piece for a couple of weeks. I literally had to stop watching the series to emotionally process what I had just witnessed. I had to take a break. Why do people hate on AOT? Steven, you're missing the obvious. You're missing the obvious. There are a number of reasons why people will hate on a series. Number one, the fans. If you shove it in people's face saying this is the best thing of all time, how can you not say it's the best thing of all time? People are going to hate you for it, and people are going to hate the series for it. Number two, uh, what is good is completely subjective. What people enjoy is completely subjective. So trying to give people a hard time for liking or not liking something, you are the problem. Well, the person who's being problematic about it is the problem. Number three, you take a popular series like AOT, it's going to have a lot of exposure, which means more people see it. When you have a lot of people seeing a series, some people will like it, some people will not. And you just got to deal with that. Can I watch Cyberpunk with my mom? How old are you? If you're asking if you could watch it with your mom, like, also, can your mom deal with like pretty graphic violence, lots of like exploding bodies and blood and like guts everywhere and like some intimate, a little bit of intimate spicy. You're six? I don't think you're six. Please tell me you watched Silent Voice. I've actually seen it twice. What is the most life changing anime biggest impact on me? So I'm gonna have to lie to you. Like you're forcing me to lie to you because I don't like anime does not really fundamentally affect me in that way. For me, anime is a pastime. It is a pleasure. It is for fun. So that's kind of why I don't have a list. Is I just enjoy it. I just watch a series, enjoy, and move on. I don't think there's been a series that's really fundamentally changed me in any core way. Even my favorite series, I don't think they've really changed me. I think there's ones that are more memorable than others, more impactful than others, but none that really like changed my views or my behaviors, I think. How do I feel about Itachi's backstory? It confirms that Itachi is a horrible, horrible brother. He's a good character. He's a great character, but a bad person. What's an anime that you loved so much you had to watch it again? So I don't rewatch anime anymore, but in the past I've rewatched Naruto, I've rewatched Ippo, I've rewatched Digimon. Why are you built like someone called Ted? I don't know who that like Ted the Ted. Are you saying I'm built like a teddy bear? There is a literally plus 18 scene. In Edge Runners, yes, there is. There is. There's definitely nudity in Edge Runners. So watching it with your parents probably not the best idea. Which character shows kindness to villains? In my opinion, it's Deku. I mean, Deku is one, but you know who else shows kindness? Goku. Goku. He shows mercy to everybody. Frieza, Vegeta, the Ginyu Force. Have I seen the last Demon Slayer movie? I did. I think it was fine. The pacing was horrendous. I was watching Wisteria Wand and Sword. You know what? You could have joined the live and had me on in the background while you watched it. You didn't have to be late. Kind of a lame excuse. Spotify asked, "What anime traumatized you?" Not anime doesn't traumatize me. Like One Piece didn't, Takapi didn't, School Days didn't because of how bad it was. Anime doesn't traumatize me. CPER is a good watch. Oh, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I was gonna abbreviate it as okay. That is not the greatest choice. People will do that anyway. Uh, People do that anyway, intentionally knowing exactly what that stands for. Uh, I like Cyberpunk. I don't love it to bits the way the people in chat do, but I did enjoy it. You were live, and I was walking and playing with sticks while watching. You know, at least you're here now, so it's fine. At least you made it here eventually, so it's okay. It's fine. But now you can't. Now no one can leave. Well, like once you're here, you're stuck. Once you're here, you're stuck forever, or at least until I feel like going to bed. Which I don't know when that's going to be. It might be in 10. It might be in 20 minutes. It might be in an hour. I don't know. Unpopular opinion. I know that Gara was mistreated as a child, and he literally couldn't sleep, but I can't get over the fact that he was killing young students in the tuning exams. Uh, so like, is murder ever like really accept? Like, it's not okay to kill people, but you have to understand he was literally from birth, like treated like a killing machine. Like he was by his own father, like warped into and like designed to be a killing machine. It's amazing that he even got away from that and turned into the amazing person that he is now. I'm watching One Piece and I'm on 900, so you're working your way there. How you doing, Aussie? You want an action adventure romance? I can give you a few options. You could go with Full Metal Panic. You could go with Snow White with red hair. It also depends on like what the ratio of like the romance action stuff you want, like how much of each. But I'd say those two, Full Metal Panic and Snow White. I'm externally overstimulated after my day today. So take a seat, relax, get cozy, turn down the lights, chill. Are there any anime that you will not watch no matter what? For me, that's Naruto and Chainsaw Man. Are there any anime I will never watch? I mean, yeah, or that I've dropped and will never go back. DxD, Steins Gate, Code Geass, Gurren Lagann. I'm gonna piss people off here. Uh, uh, Prison School, Mushoku Tensei. I love your stream, so I come here. Well, I appreciate that. Rent a Girlfriend. That's pretty awful. That one's objectively bad. Well, in my opinion, it's objectively bad. I know he was an experiment made for killing, but it's still hard for me to watch. That scene that student says the sand smells like blood. I mean, okay, so it was like a traumatizing moment for you because you watched it when you were a little kid. Understandable, understandable. But like, I can empathize with Gara. I get it. Killing is bad. Yes, I still like. I understand. No, I said you're not going to watch Code Geass. I dropped it. I watched the first. I forced myself after 3 attempts to get through the first season. So yeah, I'm definitely not going back. Are you ready for what? Ready for what? A sandwich? Yes. It's been a while since I've watched you Otaku. Do I remember how you Aaron? How you doing, Aaron? It's been a while since we've been back on YouTube. We've been posting shorts here and there, but now we're kind of really going full speed ahead. We're also focusing a lot more on the fitness content side of things. What's my top five? I don't have a top five. I kind of just am a general fan. So you want to find a new romance? Oh yeah, that's right. Last night when we were ending, we didn't find you a romance series. Oh my god, I don't really want to go digging right now. Let me think. Let me just kind of. Have you seen Skip and Loafer or Lovely Complex? Do I like MT? MT. Maitaku? If I don't want to, you don't have to. It's okay. You've seen both of those. All right. Chobits. Clanad. Oh, you've obviously seen Clan. You've seen Clanad for sure. Have you seen Chobits? How was Anime North? I had a fantastic time. I'm looking forward to going back next year. Hopefully, less things get in the way this time, but things happen. Moshoko? Are you trying to say Mushoku? Did you mean Mushoku Tensei? What are your opinions on the Blue Lock live action that's coming out? I don't really plan on watching it. I'm not saying I won't, but I don't currently have the plans to watch it. Would I rather be forced to go? Would I rather be forced going Mary burn down 24 hours straight? You can't look away, or watch a sus anime. Uh, so I've seen the Going Mary burn so many times, like so many times that I can deal with it now. Uh, as for the sus anime, I don't have 24 hours to spend watching something, so I'm gonna pick a really, really, really short sus anime. Have I watched both of them too? Okay, you've watched both of those too. All right, all right. Have you seen? I think I already mentioned Whisker Away last night, so you probably saw that. I'll think of something. It's Toy Complex is a good one. Toy Complex. I don't know Toy Complex. Oh wait, Oron High School Host Club. Have you seen Oron High School Host Club? Mushoku Tensei. What do I think about it? If you get rid of Rudius, it'd be a great story. It's just him that's the problem. Boruto is full of bad fillers. I would agree. The fillers are pretty bad. I don't disagree. Which is better, Rent a Girlfriend or Boruto? Boruto. Like, Boruto has plenty of problems. Like, plenty, but come on. So 9, your question is kind of contradictory. You can't rate an anime objectively. Like, that's physically not a possibility. No matter what you do, it's going to be subjective. And for me, it's like a high 7s, low 8s. Is it bad that I rewatched the entire quintessential quintuplets in just today? You might want to go see the sun. Like, go outside, touch some grass. I don't care if you're allergic, do it anyway. Have you watched Zom 100? Zom 100 had a great start. It gets boring real fast. I thought it fell off pretty quickly. I did finish it though. What's wrong with Rudius? Well, for one, pedophile. That's kind of my biggest gripe. He is a pedophile. He's creepy. I'm not really a fan. I don't care if he gets character development. I don't like pedos. They're kind of out for me automatically. And everyone else is cool. Everyone else is cool. Would I rather save the Going Merry from burning or erase your memory of One Piece so you can watch it over again? I don't want to watch it over again. Like, first of all, I don't have the time. Second, I don't like watching anime repeatedly anymore. And thirdly, like, sometimes it's a drag. Like, it's good, but it's a drag sometimes. I don't. I guess I'm gonna. Uh, I guess I'm saving the Going Merry. Did you watch the special episode? I don't think I know what you're talking about. Okay, have you caught up to One Piece yet? I've been caught up. I've been caught up. Rudius, best example of people seeing just wrong things someone did. Okay, so Dave, you can point out all the good things someone does all day long. If they do something that you are absolutely not okay with at all, then you don't have to like them. For example, a pedophile if they like donate to charity, they volunteer, they do good things for their community, but they are simultaneously a pedophile, I don't have to like them. So no. Uh yeah. Rate the quintessential quintuplets? Yeah, that is a solid like 8.59. Honestly, it's quite good. It's quite good. It's the only multi-root romance I've actually well, it's one of the only multi-root romance series I've actually liked that much, which is saying a lot, by the way. Would I rather see Sanji as a drag queen or Sanji flirting with Mini Nami? So Sanji would not flirt with Mini Nami. As much as Sanji loves Nami, Sanji is not, even in the anime, he's not going to flirt with a literal child. Like, is Sanji like perverted? Yeah. In the anime, he's pretty bad. He's not the type who's going to flirt with a kid. No, okay, so you don't watch the anime. Either you don't know Sanji's character or you don't watch the anime. Because even as bad as he is, he would not flirt with a child. He wouldn't cross that line. He might think Nami's adorable. He might think she is cute, but not in that same context when she is an adult. I finished My Hero Academia and it was peak. I'm glad you liked it. I loved it too. Rate each one in order of how much I liked them. The only two I cared about was Yotsuba and Miku. The rest I don't care at all. Good evening, my guy. We talking anime again. You know it, Tom. You know it. Can you answer my would you rather question? I thought I did. Sorry. For Rudius, it was normal those days. Okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. You guys have to know. This is getting disgusting. This is getting disgusting. It was normal for an adult to be attracted to a child. He not only was attracted, he was sleeping with the children, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do better. Guys, you really have to do better. Stop normalizing it. Would I rather be with Squad Levi, risking your life to find the truth about Titans, or with Levi easily? I'd be bored as hell stuck inside the walls. I'd be bored as hell sticking inside the walls. I'd rather have an adventure. Like, yeah, no, I'm choosing. And Levi's cool. What are y'all talking about? Uh, she's just wanting me to answer Spotify's question. That is why I dropped Jobless Reincarnation. Yeah, I dropped it too for that reason. Is Hisoka a pedophile? No. And hear me out. Hear me out. Does Hisoka look at Gon and Killua in suspicious ways? Obviously, yeah, those scenes are very clearly highlighted, and I get it. But you have to understand the context of what he is doing. Hisoka isn't looking at them in like an intimate romantic way. He wants to kill them because Hisoka can see the great potential that Gon and Killua have to become very strong adversaries. He wants to see them develop into strong opponents so he can kill them. He is aroused by murder and fighting strong enemies, and that's why he reacts the way that he does. Is it kind of weird the way they do it? Yeah, but like that's what like how he's looking at them. I know it's it's a very sus perspective. Okay, Cheese, you need to stop spamming, dude. Cheese, you really need to stop spamming. It's becoming a problem. You cut out care about Yotsuba. The only one I care about is Miku and Yotsuba. The other three quintuplets I never really had a significant interest in. You cut out I love Hunter x Hunter. I love Hunter x Hunter as well. I've watched it multiple times. I think 3 times. Yeah, you really can't justify Rudius. You can't. I get to go see you tomorrow. No one is seeing me tomorrow. The only ones seeing me tomorrow are the dogs. That is it. What is wrong with Cheese? It's yummy. He's spamming my chat. That's what's wrong. The anime hater in my class keeps attempting to power scale and fails. If someone starts power scaling, I honestly just walk away because I don't care. So, what 3 animes do I recommend for beginners? So, I'm just gonna take the different route. I'm tired of explaining it. I'm just gonna pick 3 random series that I think are good and not too over the top. I'll go with Erased. I'll go with let's go with Erased. Let's go with Ippo, and let's get a Let's go with Violet Evergarden. Actually, no, I recommended that before. Let's pick something else. Let's pick something else. I'll pick Charlotte. Charlotte's good. Be a horse in AOT or live Kuma's backstory. I'm being a horse. I'll die quickly. It's fine. Let's see. Well, it was nice hanging out with you, but I need to go. No, you don't. Just leave the phone on in the background. It's fine. Am I crazy for thinking there is no beginner anime? Just watch. That's my thought process exactly, Spotify. There is no beginner anime. There might be animes that are less out there, less dense, less complex, less bizarre. But it's ultimately going to be what's interesting for that person, right? Itsuki, Miku, and Yotsuba be pulling a three-way clash over Futuro. Uh, well, I kind of predicted who was going to win pretty early on. I just thought it was pretty clear, and I was right. I'm not going to say who because you might not have finished it. What do I think? What do you think? Genre of anime, action, romance, etc. I don't. The question, like, what's the question? What do you think genre of anime? Like, what do you mean? What does that even mean? Would I like to see another anime Zoro just lost in it? Like it'd be fun. Uh, okay. Well, we've had like anime crossovers. We've had like One Piece and Toriko. We've had One Piece, Toriko, and Dragon Ball crossovers. So like Zoro getting lost. I think I could see that. I mean, the ones like I would consider I wouldn't consider beginners are like 100 plus. Depends on how much free time you have. So so Dave, let's completely flip the question. Would that mean that like you cannot watch any long series if it wasn't an anime? So if you liked Bones, Criminal Minds, Prison Break, Walking Dead, whatever, uh, Corner Gas, whatever's your vibe, you can't watch those series because it's like too long of a series. You're new to TV. No, you wouldn't say that. So why are you changing the rules for anime? It's just a different medium. It's just a different medium. That's all it is. Favorite meal? Everything. Just give me the whole thing. All of it. Hail morning streams, but it's not morning. It's 9 p.m. Do I think Muroku, a pedophile from Inuyasha? Oh, Muroku. So I dropped Inuyasha. I couldn't finish it. I know who Muroku is. Uh, so I actually just don't know enough about him to say it. I don't know enough to say that because like I didn't get that far. I think I saw like 30, 40-ish episodes. What is the anime next to One Piece? So if we're looking at the TikTok studio thing, to the right is reincarnated as a slime, and to the left, I don't know it because I just grabbed it off of Google. Okay, Cheese, you really have to stop spamming. You really have to stop spamming. When will you begin morning streams again? I do have morning streams on TikTok and Twitch. So, like, if you want the morning streams, join me on TikTok or Twitch. You are becoming a bit tiring. Please don't spam. Yeah, like, please don't spam. On the left, I think is polar opposites. Okay, so I actually. Oh wait, is that? Hold on. Is it? I actually polar opposite. Is that? Come on. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. It is. My bad. It is polar opposites. Runter from 100 girlfriends solos every anime. I dropped 100 girlfriends in less than 10 minutes. I dropped 100 girlfriends in less than 10 minutes. Couldn't do it. Could not do it at all. Like even the premise was like I knew I wasn't gonna like it. Fan service is too much. I didn't like the premise. I didn't like the characters. I just didn't like any of it. Like I could tell within the first few minutes this is not gonna be something I like. AOT is the best anime. Changed my mind. So Jared, very simple thing here. People like different things, and no one is trying to make you like or not like something. So like that's kind of a pointless question. uh I'm the cheese in your fridge. Guess what? I don't have any cheese here. I don't have a single piece of cheese in this house. apartment. So sorry, man, you're not here. Uh, because the chat is moving so fast, and I don't know if your intention is skipping question or just missing them. I'm not intentionally skipping any questions that are not spam. Itsuki, Miku, and Yotsuba be polling. You already said that exact message. I'm outside your apartment. Okay, cool. Have I seen Ergo Proxy? I have not. Gachakuda? I have. It's quite good. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. Check your fridge then. There's no cheese in my fridge. You know how I know? I also looked at my fridge, but when I got home, there's no cheese. Do I think for some reason they are going to turn Frieza into a semi good guy? No. No. The only time Frieza will ever do anything good is for his own benefit. Do you remember the Tournament of Power? He didn't turn good. How you doing, Derek? Frieza did not turn good during the TOP. He didn't. He was doing something for his own benefit because if the universe lost, he would be erased as well. So he was doing it purely for self-preservation. Try Spy Family. Spy Family is quite good. What animes with detectives or okay? You want a detective series? You could do ID Invaded. You could do Psychopaths. You could do Detective Conan. You could even do like Classroom of the Elite, kind of. It's there's a lot of like subterfuge, strategy, manipulation. It's not so much criminal investigation, but it's like it has that like intelligent and analysis kind of deal to it. Not all villains need to be semi good. Really, Frieza definitely is not. Yeah, Frieza's not semi good. He is evil. He is evil, and you should leave him evil. How you doing, Wasp? Best anime to watch while eating corn on mayo sandwich. That's oddly specific, but if you want to watch a food-based anime, Dungeon Meshi, Campfire Cooking, Food Wars. Don't watch Food Wars with your parents though. How far did you get before you dropped Bunny Girl? I think maybe 2 episodes at the most. Classroom of the Elite fell off in season 2. I don't feel that. Like I think the first I think it started better than it is now. I don't think it fell off, but I think I would agree that the earlier seasons are stronger. I think they are better, but I don't think it's bad. Would you ever try another? Would you ever give it another try? Would I give what another try? Bunny Girl? No. Bunny Girl is out. Bunny Girl's out. Watch Campfire Cooking. It is really good. It is really good. It's one of my favorite shows. Very super cozy, and I love food. So, people that think Frieza is even half good are those who get easily manipulated. You talking about like when Frieza pretended to like beg for mercy from Goku and then turned on him, or like pretended he lost, like he was down and out and he was gonna leave, and then blows up the planet. Like, yeah, you can't trust Frieza. What you got? You had a bunny girl. I just knew I didn't like it. I didn't like the concept. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like any of it. There's nothing about it that I liked, and I knew very quickly, hey, I'm not going to like this show. Once you've seen enough shows, you don't need to watch a whole bunch of episodes to realize this isn't my vibe. You don't need to watch like 10, 20, 30 episodes to realize, yeah, I don't like this. Uh, Need to defeat Demon Lord. Yeah, so like isekai is where you go fight a Demon Lord. I'm not saying they're all bad because, like, look at Slime. Slime is Rimuru. You know, I'm not going to say too much on that, but unless it's executed in an interesting way, it can get dull seeing the same kind of premise over and over again. Repetitive, I guess. I mean, what's repetitive? I only asked about Frieza test because it felt like they were kind of testing the waters in the Tournament of Power. They were not testing the waters. They intended to take Majin Buu. Majin Buu went into hibernation. They needed someone for their final spot, and the only person they could think of that would have the strength to be able to compete at that level was Frieza. And even then, it was like a big compromise, and everyone was like, "This isn't a good idea, but we really need somebody." Everything in anime is pretty much subjective, except for the best aura farmer in anime. No one beats Piccolo. I'm choosing Eskimo. Sorry. The best anime to watch on a full stomach of Popeyes. If you have a full stomach of Popeyes, go watch Your Lie in April because you have cancer. Thank you for the heart, JD. I appreciate that. Uh, I don't think Majin Buu in there would have had the same impact. So I do think Frieza ultimately is a more interesting character to have in the Tournament of Power. I do think Majin Buu would have been knocked out faster, and I do think Frieza ultimately would be the better choice. Like, I still would trust Majin Buu over Frieza, but in the context of how things would play out, yeah, I would choose Frieza. I'm curious if you have a favorite anime that's mainly fan service for guys. No. Because if you're talking like clothes flying off, panty shots, that's a huge off put. That's very off putting for me. Now, if you want a show that is on the more revealing side that I think is good, Kill la Kill is probably one of them. What is your favorite duel in One Piece? A duel, so specifically like a 1v1. Then it's going to be Luffy versus Kaido pre final transformation. And thank you for the 7 oranges and the a shard. What is that? A shard of hope. Thank you for the 12 shards of hope. I don't think I've seen those. Cell was a better choice. To be honest, the animators could not bother drawing them. So Cell is my favorite villain in Dragon Ball. So I would like to see Cell in there. That would have been fun. Try watching Clannad. Try watching Clannad. This is comedy. Uh, Clannad. Okay, you know what? Clannad has the Dongo song, which is super adorable. But then the anime will have you crying because, yeah. What are animes with detectives and police? So yeah, detectives and police. ID Invaded, Psychopaths, those might be your top choices. Curious though, if Cooler can do better if he replaces Frieza and TOP. So we've only seen Cooler in the movies. Like we've gone Cooler, we got Meta Cooler. We don't really have Cooler appear in the canonical episodes of Dragon Ball. So unless they like add him into the main story, they can't. And thank you for the slice of cake and the thumbs up 6. Is Oda and Kishimoto the best mangaka? Uh, so Oda is my favorite. Like Oda's my favorite storyteller. I love his writing the most. But then if you also have to factor in the artwork, the drawing, right? And when it comes to artistry, I think my favorite mangaka would go to Bleach. I think they have the. I think that has the best artwork that I've seen. Berserk is also up there as well. Uh, I don't know if it's my comments getting blocked or if I can't see them. I'm answering as many comments as I possibly can. Konosuba I have not seen. Yamcha with Solo Jiren. Yes, Yamcha Ultra Instinct all the way. My favorite has got to be Zoro versus King. It's a great fight, but it's not going to be my number one. It's a great fight. So, Daniel, you might be new here because I am known for saying Detective Conan is absolute trash. I think it's garbage, filth, despicably bad. Oh my god, what a disappointment. Steins Gate and Made in Abyss. Okay, so Steins Gate, I tried, I couldn't do it. Made in Abyss, I've only seen one episode, so I kind of need to get on that for me to give my opinion there. I will keep you posted though. I was asking if the incest jokes from Bunny Girl put you off. I mean, all of Bunny Girl put me off. Like I didn't like anything from Bunny Girl. There's not aside from like the animation being pretty decent, nothing about it appealed to me. I was Erased. Have I seen it? I've seen it 3 times actually. What is your favorite anime conspiracy? Conspiracy. I don't know if I have a favorite conspiracy. I mean, okay, AOT is a conspiracy, so like that's a pretty good one. Uh, I don't. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't. Oh well, there's also I'm not going to give it to Class of the Elite, but it is a conspiracy, right? Because there's a conspiracy to get Aina Koji expelled. Uh, I don't know the answer off the top of my head, to be honest. A saved child today. He tried buying my dress up darling manga. That's very nice. That's a nice gesture. What would you say are the 3 most overrated? So, like the JD, the issue with your question is overrated compared to what? So, like when you say something is overrated or underrated, that means you are comparing your analysis of a series to something. Whose opinion am I comparing it to? Like whose opinions am I looking at? Best action anime I recommend. So, oh my god, action is so broad. Action is so broad. Where do I even begin with that one? Okay, here's how I'm going to approach the action question because that's impossible. I will give you multiple. I will give you Windbreaker, Epo, Parasite. Uh, I'll give you Fate Stay Night, and how about Zatch Bell? Those are all good ones. What are we watching? We're watching a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, if you're asking me what I'm watching, then I'm watching Witch Hat, Marriage Toxin, Angel Next Door, One Piece, Cowboy Bebop, uh, uh, Replica, Second Cutest Girl in Class. I know he was specifically getting number 5. If you know, you know. So I didn't allow the sale. I feel. I get what you mean. I hate how people keep saying Erased is a ripoff of Steins Gate, like they have time travel plot, but different. So, like, I didn't get into Steins Gate. I couldn't. But time travel is a pretty broad and common theme. So to say, you can only use time travel in one story, that's pretty ridiculous. Sometimes even otaku is surprised with the level of questions from the chat. Sometimes, yeah. Opinions on weak, realistic protagonists. I don't. So for me, the strength of a character is completely irrelevant. It does not matter in any capacity. Make them compelling. Make them interesting. Make them like have like I don't know. They could be consistent with their character, like Luffy. They could have a massive amount of development, like Naruto. They could be different ways, but just make them fun, exciting, something that draws me in. Right. Specifically getting number. I already read that question. Ozzy, you keep saying the same comment. Asta's my go. I like Asta as well, and the voice actor was also very nice. Do I think JJK overdid it with the 3D CGI? I liked it. I really like the animation from JJK, so I was good with all of it. Have I seen ReZero? I've seen the first 3 seasons. I'm taking a break with season 4. You were born young. You were born young. I can tell. Yeah, for sure. What are your thoughts on Roger and his backstory? Do I have any assumptions? Uh, not like not really like assumptions. That would mean like I have speculations on his character that are not yet confirmed. Not really. No, I don't think I have any. You couldn't take ReZero after season 2, and you know what, Nutcracker? I understand. I think season 2 was the worst of the season so far. I don't think it was horrible, but it was definitely a drag. It was a drag. Yeah, the other guy did say I was born young. It's a joke. Like he's being funny. He was being funny, and honestly, it was kind of funny. Saving all of season 4 ReZero is going to be a treat for you. It's not so much I'm waiting because I'm gonna treat myself. I don't binge watch anyway. It's that I didn't really love the first 1 or 2 episodes, so I'm kind of waiting to take a break. How long is the stream gonna be on? I honestly don't know. I could be on for 10 minutes, I could be on for 45. I really don't know yet. Fairy Tale is a wild ride of a series because the highs are high and the lows are low. It really kind of fluctuates. I like the series, but you got it can be tough sometimes. Where am I streaming? I'm on YouTube as well as TikTok. Favorite romance would be Snow White with red hair. What do I think about Nisekoi and Maji? So Nisekoi, pretty sure Nisekoi is also isn't Nisekoi the alternate name for Snafu? Oh no, it's not. No, it's this one. Nisekoi, I don't remember at all. It seems like I don't think I liked it that much. However, however, what was the other one that you mentioned? Maji is fantastic. Maji is great. Great. My phone is plugged in. It's not gonna die. My phone is plugged in. So I'm good. And how you doing, XD? Can I answer the question for you now? Which question? Go for it, I guess. Isn't the start of Bleach kind of conspiratorial, or am I remembering it wrong? So, massive spoilers for Bleach. Massive spoilers for Bleach. Like, if you haven't finished like the original like main story, like before Thousand Year Blood War, you can scroll away now. I'm giving you a heads up. Uh pretty much everything Ichigo did up to like the certain up to like the battle with Aizen, Aizen manipulated. Like he was influencing and planning out everything that Ichigo did. So yeah, yeah. When people ask like your favorite romance or something, I can already answer. Like, okay, Ozzy, I know you can answer for me, but when people ask a question, even though you guys who are regulars know the answer, they still would like to see the effort from me to respond to them. Because if I take the time to answer them directly, then they are more likely to follow because I'm actually taking the time to engage with them. So yeah, exactly. Favorite voice actors out of the ones I have. Okay, so we can approach this two different ways. We could talk about the voices or the actors themselves. If we're talking about the voices, then I think Escanor is probably one of the highest on the list for me. If we're talking the voice actors, then Chris Sabat and original VA for Japanese Astro Boy have been my best experiences so far. Have I watched Bleach? I am up to date with it. Favorite transformation in all of Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 4 Goku GT, specifically GT. We never asked you about your favorite movies, not anime. That's because well, actually, maybe you haven't, but I get asked about my favorite movies on a regular basis. It's just I don't watch movies very often, so I usually just default to like Infinity War or Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. Did you know there is two smiling bird pigeons left in the world? Nope. I actually don't know what a smiling bird pigeon is. Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is a classic, definitely worth watching. Free run dub or sub. I watched it sub. I've heard the dub, and it's good too. What do I think is the best power system? Nen is my personal favorite. Sorry, no, actually, Alchemy. Sorry, Alchemy. Alchemy. Uh, you heard of Higurashi? I have heard of it. Top three animes. I don't have a top three. I don't have a list. I don't have a ranking list per se. Favorite transform. Oh, so when it comes to Transformers, I'm not particularly well versed in it. I've only seen Transformers 1 and some of the cartoons from the 90s and 2000s. So I'm really not the guy. If we're talking like the original, the first movie, then Optimus Prime. If we're talking the cartoon, I don't even remember. So like, I hate to say I'm just not the Transformers guy. I can tell you don't watch movies by those. I'm sorry. Are you saying that Marvel Infinity War is a bad movie, or that Pirates of the Caribbean is a bad movie? Because I would fight you on that one. What do I think about Joshua Waters voice acting? Quiffery. Uh, the thing is, that's the English VA, right? I've only heard the sub, so I don't know what his English VA sounds like. Do I know anime that have a really bad sub experience? Dragon Ball is the first one that comes to mind. Like, I'm sorry, I can't watch Dragon Ball dub. Sub. I have to watch it dubbed. I have to. I have to. I can't do it. Same thing. Actually, this is going to piss off some people. I have to watch One Piece sub. I cannot watch One Piece dub. Couldn't do it. Good movies, but favorite? What do you want for like, dude? I like superheroes. I like adventures. Those are some of my favorite movies. Okay, you know what? I also really like Coach Carter and Freedom Writers. Come at me, bro. Have I heard of the band Rem? The only Rem I know is the blue-haired character from ReZero. She's a solid character. Is Daima Slop? I don't think Daima is Slop. I just don't like it that much. I think Slop is going too far. It's mid for me. Do I watch One Piece in dub? No, I just said I don't watch One Piece dub. I watch it in sub. I don't like the dub. Bleach is another one I could not watch in dub. Definitely doesn't hit the same. So I've heard the dub. I don't mind the dub, but I do prefer the sub for Bleach. Favorite Gar? Oh, Gar. Okay, so Thunker. I love Gargoyles. Great show. I have not watched it in so many years. I could not tell you. But I respect the call out for Gargoyles. I respect the call out. Do I think that Stans and JoJo's is a top 10 power system? The thing that I don't think that hard about power systems, so like I'm definitely not opposed to that. I'm definitely not opposed to it being up there, especially for like originality side. I'm definitely not opposed to that. Naruto has a great sub and dub. Naruto, yes, I like Naruto sub and dub, but funny enough, I watched Naruto original in dub and Shippuden in sub. Funny enough, Sao, I'm not a fan. I couldn't. I had to drop it. Now, do I stay or go to bed? It's currently 5:18 a.m. At this point, just stay awake. Like you got to wake up in 20 minutes. Come on. Have I watched Jose the Tiger? I have not. I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. 5:22 doesn't matter. You're awake. It's fine. I'm trying to find a very laid back slice of life. I got yes, I got you. I will give you two. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today, and Bartender Glass of God. Those two, top peak cozy for me. Like relaxed, easy going. Yes, yes. Just trust me on it. So you had caffeine and it's 3:22 a.m. Oh, great choice. Great choice. Caffeine at 3 in the morning. Are these on any streaming services? I don't use any of the paid streaming services, if that answers your question. What kind of devil fruit would I like to see get added? Get added, not half for myself, but get added. You know what? Something like permeation, something like equivalent to what you see from Mirio or Obito from Hero Academia and Naruto, something like that. Pirating is goaded. Yeah, for sure. Is Vinland Saga a top 10? So I don't have a top 10, but I do think Vinland Saga is a 10. So if you want to have it in your top 10, I completely understand. When is the 24-hour stream? Honestly, I might like. I don't think I could stay awake for 24 hours. I don't know if I could do it. You got to work night shifts to get some bread as a student. That's rough. That's just like study during the day and then work it like that. That just sounds awful. What are those two about? So, the Masterful Cat is about a young office woman who's fairly incompetent as like taking care of herself, but she's capable at work. And anyways, she finds this lost cat and adopts it and takes it home. And the cat notices that this human is incapable of taking care of themselves. But the fact is, this human is providing everything that they need. So the cat develops human skills to clean, cook, do shopping, and basically provide all, like, do all the household chores. So when she comes home, she's very well taken care of as a sign of appreciation for her. But also, this cat grows into a super massive, like, giant human sized cat. So it's like super cute. And Bartender Glass of God is about a bartender who's like who is trying to create who's trying to make the Glass of God, which is a drink that alleviates all of a person's pain and suffering. It's just like the perfect drink for someone and that just alleviates their circumstances. And at the same time, this high end uh, not condo, but this high end establishment is trying to hire him, and it's like this back and forth of him wanting to like not wanting to work for them, while them like constantly pursuing him, trying to hire him because he's so good. Okay, so the cat one is called The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. And how do I feel about Arthur being the villain in Four Knights? So that's kind of a spoiler warning for the okay. That sorry that I just read that out loud. My bad, guys. To be honest, I don't like it. I We knew that was going to happen from the end of Seven Deadly Sins, so we saw it coming. But I don't like the end of Seven Deadly Sins. I don't like the ending. Have you heard of the new anime called Chain Smoking Cat? I have not. I have not. Night shifts are rare, and I mainly study which anime or watch YouTube. Okay, I mean, it's still rough working nights and studying. That is a tough combo. I'm back. I found my dogs and showered them. Okay, you gave your dog a bath. Cool. I also tried ChatGPT, and I can't find any romance with the tags in that I haven't watched. Ozzy, I will find you something. You're in the Discord, right? Like you're in the Discord, I will find you something. Will I watch Kagurabachi? Probably. Probably. Thanks for the. I read the comment out loud. That's not my fault. I just read the comment, okay? I can't see. What were the two anime names? Again, Masterful Cat is depressed again today and Glass of God. Would you watch a crossover between Kung Fu Panda and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That sounds dope, honestly. Yeah. My DC is Aussie. Okay, so Aussie, if you're already in the Discord, then cool. I'll find you something. I'll find you one. Uh, what is your favorite anime studio? I actually never look at who makes what. I know that's bad, or like it might be considered bad. I don't look at who makes what. I'm sorry. Kung Fu Turtle. I mean, you know what? Seeing a collab between those would be really it'd be fun. It would be fun. So like I do love Mappa and I do love Bones. But like could I name a bunch of studios? Could I name who I like more? Not really, because I don't I'd have to Google all their series. Any good romance? Oh, do I have you covered for romance? Uh Snow White with red hair, My Love Story, Gosick, Sign of Affection, Angel Next Door, the girl next door forgot her glasses. Which village? No, you brain, please, please. Which village in Naruto universe would I want to live in? Well, not the Sand Village because desert. Uh, not the Stone. Uh, uh, I mean, a lot of them kind of suck, man. Like what? A lot of them kind of suck. Maybe you know what? What about the village hidden in the waterfall? What about the village hidden in the waterfall? The first one reminds me of Bee and Puppy Cat. Haven't seen it. I don't know it. Studio Ghibli over Mappa. I love Studio Ghibli. I do. I don't know about that. I don't. I look. I don't know about that. The fire and waterfall villages are the best ones. So like, I think that like if I can't choose the Leaf Village, I don't want to live in the desert. I don't want to live like I don't want to live in the middle of nowhere. I might go Waterfall Village, honestly. Who do I think is the most known MC in anime? Probably Naruto. Actually, wait, no, wait. Are we counting Pikachu? Are we counting Pikachu? Because, like, I'm not sure if you want to say like Ash and Pikachu are both MCs, but like, I honestly, I want to say Pikachu. If we want to call them dual MCs, because Pikachu basically is. I'm gonna go with Pikachu. Go no. Like as known as Goku is, even your grandma's gonna know Pikachu. Everybody knows Pikachu. Every Pokemon is Pikachu. Like, come on, that's like the most known character there is. Are we counting the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes? Are you really suggesting that Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician Girl are as iconic and known as Pikachu? Not a chance in hell. Not a chance. And I love Yu-Gi-Oh, man, but nah, they're not competing with Pikachu. Do I have any animes that aren't depressing and actually good vibes? The two that I listed before, the uh the Masterful Cat is depressed. I know it's called The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. I promise you, watch it. Even the opening. Just watch the opening. Just watch the openings. It's so cute. It's so heartwarming. Just do that. You're starting to buy a new series for reading, so pick a number from 1 to 10. 7. Believe it or not, in my country, Pokemon is not popular at all. Like, I'm not saying Pokemon is the most popular series ever. I'm saying that if you're talking about characters that are recognizable, I don't think anything's beating Pikachu on a global scale. Are you watching I Made Friends with the Second Prettiest Girl? I am, and it's better than I initially thought based off the title. My Swedish countryside kid watched Pokemon when I was young. I'm trying to watch Pokemon now. Pick a number from okay, so 6. One Piece marketing is getting pretty good overseas. One Piece is definitely like big globally, but it's not okay. So One Piece is the number one selling manga, but in terms of like popularity, the vast majority of its popularity is concentrated in the East. Like it is still big in the West, but not as big as it is in the East. If we're talking like global popularity, I think Naruto probably takes. I'd say Pokemon is probably the most like recognizable series there is. Spy Family is some good vibes. Spy Family is good vibes. I do get bored sometimes, but it's good vibes. One Piece is definitely making a better job in marketing these past years. I have to agree. I mean, it's definitely continuing to grow. Like as it's definitely continuing to grow. Not that it wasn't big before. I gotta you gotta buy now. Drum roll, Fragrant Flower. Fragrant Flower is really good. Fragrant Flower is really good. I thought you already saw it. What is your One Piece rating? The manga's a 10, and the anime is like an 8 ish. Dragon Ball definitely more popular than Naruto and One Piece. Uh, so like it depends how you're defining popular. It really like if we're talking sales, then no. If we're talking sales, then you'd be incorrect objectively because you could look that up yourself. If you're talking iconicness, uh, I think Naruto can. I think Naruto and Goku are further ahead than Luffy. Even though I'm not saying Luffy's not popular, obviously he is, but like on a global scale. My friend thinks One Piece looks intriguing, but they can't get past the art style, which is a shame. So tell them to watch the One Piece because the One Piece is. I'm pretty sure it's only going to cover the pre-time skip. So if the only thing bothering them is how it looked before, they can watch that instead. I don't think that Dragon Ball is more popular right now compared to those two. So I definitely think Dragon Ball's popularity is not in its peak as I don't think it's as popular as it was. It's still grossly popular. Like I'm not saying it's not. Obviously it's huge. But in terms of like popularity, I do think currently Naruto and One Piece are higher. But again, there's a lot of context that could be added to that kind of comment. I don't quite get Makima's devil powers. Can you explain? No, I cannot because I don't read the manga. I don't read the manga. Dragon Ball is insanely huge in South America. That I'm aware of, especially in Brazil. It is huge in Brazil. How do you feel about the fan-made Minato movie? I haven't seen it. Didn't even know there was one. The Dragon Ball Super was insanely popular. So the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly was really good. That was my favorite Dragon Ball movie. But again, super popular is not what we're talking about. Obviously, it's popular. No one's saying that it's not. There is no new big three, MXA. Like there isn't. That's the thing. Dragon Ball is for legends. I mean, I'm gonna add in the quote. You don't have to like Dragon Ball, but a lot of us did grow up on it. It is a very culturally impactful series, and I do thank it for what it has done for anime as a whole, especially shonen. Bleach is the best out of the big three, no word. So I'm gonna say no and yes. I think it's the best manga. I think it's the best manga, but not the best series. I'm cooked. The sun's rising, so go look at the sun. Get that vitamin D. Romance is low key most popular anime genre this year. You would be wrong. As much as I love to see love for the romance genre because I love romance, the most popular genre for the longest time has been shonen. Because also romance and shonen not exclusive. Like shonen just means the target audience is teenage boys, which is the biggest demographic. Uh, but I do love seeing more good romance for sure. I was AFK for a bit. That's okay, AJ. As long as you were like in the chat, you're good. There's a lot of factors. Which of the big three deals with backstories best? I think One Piece does that. For backstories, I'd give it to One Piece. Which of the big three deals with backstory? Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover movie was fantastic. It was low key, but it was sorry, hokey, but in all the right ways. I loved it. I don't remember it, but I watched it as a kid. I don't remember how many years ago, but yes, yes. Objectively, Dragon Ball has the same problem with writing and timeline. I disagree with what the commenter said. Uh, might have to elaborate just so I'm not confusing with, because I'm reading a lot of comments pertaining to Dragon Ball. How can I get vitamin D when I'm allergic to the damn sun? You could supplement it. You could take vitamin D tablets. Dragon Ball Super Broly is my favorite anime movie of all time. It is my favorite Dragon Ball movie. It's not my favorite anime movie. It's my favorite Dragon Ball movie. I'll give you that. Dragon Ball is completely power creep slop, which is entertained by nostalgia. So MDA, I think you are wrong. I think you're allowed to dislike the series, but you are completely ignoring the entire story of the original Dragon Ball, which was a fantastic storytelling, great adventures, wonderful character development, a lot of deep lore going on there, and then Z. Are you really going to say that like the Saiyan saga, the Cell saga, the Frieza saga, all of that was just power creeping battle stuff and not no depth whatsoever? I'm sorry. That's just completely dismissing the excellent storytelling that it has. Now, obviously, there are certain elements of Dragon Ball that do get boring. There are certain things I don't like about it. It is not perfect. But I'm not going to dismiss everything that it does well. It does a lot of things well, but there are definitely things to critique. Favorite cartoon? I actually classify them all together, really, but I know what you mean. You mean like Western series. Uh, Avatar is up there. Courage the Cowardly Dog is up there. Uh, Justice League Unlimited is fantastic. What do I think about Tokyo Ghoul? I liked it more so at the start than towards the end. The Bleach Arrancar arc ruined its place in the top one in the big three. I disagree. I like the Arrancar arc. I liked it. So you're gonna have to go to sleep. That no, you. I mean, a 3.5 hour. Okay, if you gotta go to sleep, it's okay. You get a pass. You get a pass. Why does One Piece get blamed for same face syndrome when a lot of anime does that? I don't really know what same face syndrome means. Piccolo gets a drive. Okay, let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Out of all the filler arcs that filler episodes we got, Piccolo and Goku getting a driver's license, that was funny. That's like that's good filler. That's bad filler that's good. Means most females look like Nami. So like I don't think most characters look like Nami. I actually think there's a pretty big difference, but I mean, I think they have the okay. I'll say that they have more similar looks across the board compared to Naruto and Bleach, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I wouldn't use that term. Thousand Year Blood War is the best arc in the big three. I will say that the Thousand Year Blood War is the best arc in Bleach, and it is definitely a contender. Is it going to be my favorite arc amongst the big three? I don't think I could do that, but it's if it's going to be, it's high enough. It's high up enough that I could definitely understand it because like Wano is up there, Marineford is up there, uh, the uh, the Pain arc is up there, the Sasuke retrieval arc, the Chunin exams. There's some really good arcs up there. I do think Thousand Year Blood War is part of the conversation. Exactly, peak filler. Goku, yeah, Piccolo getting his driver license, peak filler. You did not like the Fourth Grade Ninja War, so I did like the Fourth Grade Ninja War. There are parts to the Fourth Grade Ninja War I did not love for sure, but like as a whole, yes, I liked it. I didn't know what filler was, so I basically thought Naruto had none when I found out. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. You live and learn. Can you name your favorite arcs in the big three? Wano for okay, so it's Wano for One Piece, Chunin exams for Naruto, and Bleach Thousand Year Blood War. There you go. Fake Namek. Oh man. Oh man. You don't feel Wano dragged on a little bit? So the thing is, a lot of One Piece drags on. Like most One Piece arcs do have bad pacing. I think most of them drag on. But Wano definitely hit me like as hard, if not a little harder than Marineford. It's at least up there, if not a little higher. Am I excited for the Alabasta arc in One Piece live action? Yeah, I am. I think the live action is doing a great job. Oh, Garlic Jr. I don't like Garlic Jr. Oh God, I don't like him. What's my most controversial anime take? I what was it? I think the one that pissed the most people off is that all Marines are evil in One Piece. That's the one that pissed people off the most. Uh, Otherwise, it's like very common takes, like sub versus dub doesn't matter, which is a pretty ice cold take at this point. Uh, that they're like Shanks is gonna die. I think Blackbeard's gonna kill him. Let's not talk about the pacing Dressrosa arc. So, as much as I love Dressrosa, the pacing sucks. Like, how long did it take Luffy to get up to where Doflamingo was? That took forever. You just got some bad memories. I'm so sorry. Well, actually, that's your fault. You brought up Garlic Jr. I love Bleach, but I think it lacks backstory and emotion compared to Naruto and One Piece. So I do think, in terms of backstory, that Naruto and One Piece has better. That is not me saying that it has bad backstories, because clearly it does. For example, the Kenpachi lore, that's some great stuff that you get in Thousand Year Blood War. Ichigo's backstory gets pretty colorful as it goes on. So obviously it has good stuff. I would choose the other backstories more. What is your favorite out of the big three? Naruto's anime, Bleach's manga, One Piece's story. Naruto's villains aren't good villains. Okay, all right. Let's just run through a few. You already brought up Madara, and you already brought up Madara and Pain. Are we forgetting Gaara's villain arc, or how about Zabuza? Do people like Zabuza's a great character, by the way. Fantastic villain in my opinion. He's still one of my favorites. Orochimaru, do you not like him as a villain? Do you think he's a bad villain? Marriage Toxin, highly recommended. Purple. Oh, you mean Ultra Ego Vegeta? Oh no, you're talking Dragon Ball Super. You're talking about that one episode. Oh, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. They all either turn good through talk no jutsu or lose the plot. So Hamin, bad take, in my opinion, because lose the plot is a dumb power scaling thing that the fans do because the author didn't didn't write out the fight the way you wanted it to. You think this character should be this character because of your stupid power scaling, therefore it's bad writing. Bad take. Second was the lose to talk no jutsu. Are you implying that it's not interesting when a character reflects on their viewpoints and their actions and is capable of change? I disagree with you. I think the big three communities hating on each other and power scaling is actually ridiculous. I 1 billion% agree that it should be common sense at this point. That is very interesting, but I'm saying that's not a good villain. So, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I think the notion that if a character like changing how they view the world and act is a bad villain, I think that's a horrendous take. I think that's a despicably atrocious take. But you're allowed to have it. Can you name your top 5 animes? I don't have a top 5. I don't have a top 5. I don't make lists like that because I don't bother with choosing favorites. I don't see a point. When does the Bleach MC get stronger? Ichigo gets stronger very quickly. Like, very quickly. How many, like, I don't want to say too much because you're still at the start, but like, If you want a character to just be strong, that sounds kind of boring. But if you want him to power up, it does not take long. It does not take long at all. Are you a fan of anime edits? No, I don't. No, I'm not. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying don't make them or don't watch them, but they're not for me. Do Naruto villains give you the chills because of how evil they are? Because of how evil they are? Not really like for evil. Do villains like leave an impression that make me go, "Oh my god, this character is so interesting or exciting or have such a presence that it leaves an impact?" I'm sorry, but when Madara stepped up, like when he got like summoned, fantastic. You shall know pain, fantastic. Gara, in the Gara like leaving everyone who sees him in a state of terror. Uh, he's got aura too. Um, uh, let's see. Like my favorite villain is probably like Madara, but Zabuza. I'm sorry, but like he strikes fear into the like into most ordinary people because like he is one of the seven ninja swordsmen. He's got aura. Have you? I watched Quintessential. I have. It's pretty good. Watch the movie. You got to watch the movie. I can't wait for One Piece live action. It has my favorite actor, Zolo Marijuana playing Ace. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it too. I think Orochimaru and Danzo had the most devious evil schemes. So I hated Danzo, and I think that's good writing because I didn't hate Danzo because he was a bad character. I hated Danzo because he was written in a way that made me hate him. Like the writing was good enough that it made me hate his character. Right? I think that's good. I think that's good. When you emotionally invest enough that like I want to see this character get taken out because how awful they are. I think that's good. In the One Piece arc outfits, which one is the best? Wano is my favorite for outfits. Let me just make sure YouTube is okay. YouTube is fine. Madara just man disappointed by reality, so he wanted to create his own reality of peace. Madara Madara wanted the same envision of peace uh, that Hashirama did, but Madara didn't believe it was physically possible for people to truly stand each other at that level. So according to his ideals, the only way to create true peace in the world was to put everyone under a genjutsu. So it's a much more pessimistic outlook on the world compared to Hashirama, who truly believed that over time we could unify people to actually work together. So I actually think that's a very interesting like battle of philosophies. Have I watched Karate Kid? I've seen a few of them. Have you seen the Three Ninjas Kick Back though? So no, Hashirama was not Delulu. Hashirama was an optimist who believed that over time, if people work together, we could establish peace. Madara did not believe this was possible, and the only way to do it was to like put everyone under genjutsu. And what happens after the Ninja War? They do enter an era of peace. Yes, some things happen, but they do establish an era of peace. Do you feel that samurai were underused? I think samurai are like underused. I'm not really sure. I don't think so. I think they're interesting. I don't know how much I don't know how I would incorporate them more than they already were. Like what would I change? I'm not so sure. Have I been in Unk and who is hating on? Who are we hating on? I'm not hating on anybody. Favorite villains? From Meruem, Madara, Doflamingo, uh Aizen. Uh what series are we picking? But Hashirama is the reason why they had wars because he decided to give the tailed beast like weapons. So I don't like, but Hashirama himself was also like what prevented wars. He was such a respected and powerful ninja that his very existence could stop wars, which is one of the reasons they were like negotiate with him in the first place. I don't think him giving others the tailed beast was a bad decision. I think this all could have been better if they actually just never viewed tailed beasts as weapons in the first place, and actually like took the time to communicate with them, try and establish a respectful dynamic with them. That could have really changed the story. But I don't think it's Hashirama's fault. Like you could say that as a result of Hashirama's actions, it kind of went down the wrong path, but I don't think it's entirely his fault. Fullbringers were such a wasted potential. To be honest, I actually did like Fullbringers. That was one of my least favorite arcs in the franchise. I just want to know who and how Hashirama died. I don't think they ever say in the anime. I think they probably said it in like a light novel or something, but I don't think they ever actually said in the anime how he died. They probably do explain it somewhere. Cell Saga gotta be one of the best arcs across all of time. So the Cell Saga is my favorite arc in Dragon Ball Z, but like favorite arc in all of time? I like it, it's very good. It's a very good arc. I don't know if I could I don't know. I'll say that it's very good and the best in the series. Let's see. They say he was killed, but we don't know who killed him. Yeah, I don't know how. I personally don't know how. The Majin Buu arc is probably my least favorite arc in Dragon Ball Z. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad arc, but I think the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, the Android saga, I think it's all better. I think it's all better than the Buu arc. Should I watch JoJo's? Is it any good? Yes, but some caveats. I think each part has gotten better than the previous part. On the downside, the first part is usually everyone's least favorite. So, like, bear in mind that JoJo's Part One might be a rougher version, like a rougher time than the other ones. Never seen the show, but I know a lot about it. Is the water swimming thing is that a big deal? Are we talking about One Piece or JoJo's? What are we talking about? The water swimming thing. Well, okay, so like if okay, so how it works is when you eat a devil fruit, regardless of the power that you have, if you are submerged in water, the more you are submerged in water, it drains your strength. Not saying the characters cannot get wet, but if you are fully submerged in water, you basically turn into an anchor. Like a devil fruit user could take a bath, but if the deeper they get underwater, the more it's going to affect them. Right? That's pretty much how it works. So it can definitely completely drain you of your stamina. What form in Dragon Ball looks cooler to you? Super Saiyan 4 in GT. So no, it's not like you touch water and you're dead. Absolutely not. And you can even like a Devil Fruit user could even be submerged, like partially submerged in water, and still be like able to even fight back to some extent. It's just they're not going to be at their full strength. But then eventually, you fully submerge them. Yeah, they pretty much just sink, regardless of how strong they are. Could a shower kill a devil fruit user? No, because how does a shower work? Typically, like unless you're like letting the bathtub fill up, you're just getting wet. Like there's water, like you're getting hit by water, but you're not submerged in water. So a shower's not gonna hurt them. If they were to take a bath and like fully submerge themselves, that's a different story. And even then, like they could still take a bath. They just can't go all the way in. Gotcha Kuda, great series. You just unlocked an old memory of Three Ninjas Kick Back. Yes, Three Ninjas Kick Back. I will tell you, however, the movie does not hold up. It might be like a bad movie, like so bad that it's good. It's not great. Super Saiyan 3 Rose from Super Saiyan 3 Rose from Super Dragon Ball Heroes looks goaded. I did not watch Dragon Ball Heroes. It looked kind of I don't know. I didn't bother with it. Can Luffy bounce on water now since he had the power to? So, Miss, let's not this bodyguard. Let's not change what Luffy's power is. So, spoiler warning for Wano. Gave the warning. Okay. So, Luffy can affect reality, but he does not have infinite Toon Force. He can't just do whatever he wants. It still has hard limitations, right? He can't just be impervious to water. Now, could he bounce on water? Like, he can't just bounce off it. Like, if he gets knocked into the water, he's gonna sink. But could he like inflate himself like with his rubber balloon mode where he kind of works like a beach ball and then he kind of like floats? He could do that. Or he could even like inhale and then like land on the water and then like, exhale and push himself off. But he can't like, he can't change he can't make himself impervious to water. Would I rather have hockey of my choice or a devil fruit? Hockey easily. I actively say no to any devil fruit. You think he can bounce on? So like, there is no evidence to suggest he can rubberize water. He's done a whole bunch of he's rubberized like mountains and stuff. But if he could just make himself impervious to why would I not want a devil fruit? Because I don't want to be an anchor with a massive weakness that as soon as I get wet, I am vulnerable. Don't like it. Do I think Gachakuda could become a top three best new gen? How are we defining best? Like best? Is it going to be in my personal top three? No. Is it very good? Absolutely. Uh, Thoughts on MHA winning? I kind of predicted that it would. Like back in the fall when you guys were asking me who do I think would get it, I guessed MHA. So I guess I'm pretty on the money. Could they do a Frieza-led anime series? I'm not sure I'd really want one. I don't think we would get one. I don't see a point. We've already seen like all there is to know about the Frieza Force. I don't think he needs his own series. I think we get bored of it really quickly, honestly. Unless you want to see like how the Frieza Empire got started, like his early days of galactic conquering, maybe that could be a thing. I was like, there's only so much I can watch of Frieza, like going to planets, conquering people, enslaving them, making them as soldiers, whatever. Should they make a Broly series? I don't think they should make a Broly series. I would be fine with just bringing Broly into the story. Like he had the movie, he's been introduced, bring him into the story fully. I'd be on board with that. Do I agree that Richie and Freeran and Himmel's daughter that Richie is free rent and him. No. That Richie is free rent and him. No. 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 Absolutely not. No. No. Just like 10 episode series or something like that. If it's like a short mini series, maybe. Would like to see a spin-off of how Beerus became God of Destruction. Uh Maybe, you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't know all that much about the God of Destruction anyway. I mean, sure. Imagine a fusion between Vegito and Gogeta. I think they already do that in superheroes. I think they've already done that in the Dragon Ball Heroes thing, and then like other spin-off series. Slice of Life, I absolutely have Slice of Life. Uh, which one do I want to give you though? I will give you. I'm not. You know what? I'm going to go something different. I'm going to go with. There's so many. You know what? The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. It is a romance slice of life, but it's a cozy one. Did I see the YouTube episode they did when the Dragon Ball Z creator died and they showed the end of Goku? Uh, I think I did. Oh wait, a YouTube episode. No, I didn't know. I didn't see anything on YouTube. What's for dinner tonight? Tuna. It's gonna be a light dinner tonight. Can four Patara earrings fuse using the dance? I've never seen that done. No, I don't think it's ever been done. You're gonna catch One Piece manga and maybe finish Volume 2, Lord of Mysteries. Enjoy very much. See you later, bodyguard. Why is YouTube being so quiet? It was so bustling before. Like, guys, I'm gonna get off in 5 minutes anyway. If you like, and if I can find it, I can DM it to you if you want. Uh, if you want to send it, you can send it. If you want to, you're free to if you want. I already answered you, Tom. It's tuna. I'm having tuna for dinner, like just some canned tuna. I've already like eaten everything else that I have available for the night, so it's gonna be a light little snack, and then we'll just call it for the day. I've already had everything else. My calories are capped out. I got distracted. That's oh, you have a kid. Fair enough. I understand. I understand. Kids can be very distracting or attention needy or just like busy. You're heading off. Thanks for the answers. No problem. I'll save the D&D like anime questions for another night. Ah, cool, cool. I love D&D. Can Yami's Dimension Slash really cut through anything? So I'm not gonna say it can cut through anything, but it can cut through space. So like even if you were to put like some sort of like time barrier thing in front of it, it'll go through. Not saying it cuts anything. And are fish sticks healthier than chicken nuggets? Depends what you mean. They're both going to be like breaded meat or fish. So depend like whichever you like better. Uh any romance that aren't sad. So a non-sad romance. Again, the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague, My Love Story, Snow White with Red Hair, Sign of Affection, all very happy series, I promise you. So let's say Yami tried slashing Beerus. What would happen? I don't power scale, so I'm not getting into that. That is a versus question. I don't do that. Have I seen Kill Blue? Never heard of it. Boneless wings or another form of chicken nuggets? I love me some chicken wings, and I love me some chicken nuggets. However, I think I'm going boneless wings because boneless wings don't have the added bread, so it's less calories depending on the sauce you use. But I can make some really good chicken wings for less calories. I'll take chicken wings. Favorite form of protein? Uh, chicken, beef, pork, lamb, veal, salmon, tuna, uh, even whey sometimes if I make ice cream with it. You should try watching Kill Blue. It's a new anime on Netflix. I don't have Netflix, but I will have it over the weekend, so maybe. I prefer bones and wings. I mean, if I could just eat the whole wing, I prefer that. Uh, but I don't mind bones. I'm not going to say no to chicken wings. I'm not going to say no to chicken wings. Does Canada have a warehouse store that sells stuff like boneless wings? I'm sure you can get it, but I typically would get my chicken wings at Costco, and I don't think they have boneless wings there. They have boneless like chicken thighs and like I could get boneless chicken. I don't know about boneless chicken wings. Do I watch anime edits? I do not. You're back. I had to find my charger. No problem, AJ. Uh, but yeah, I don't really buy chicken wings much because they're quite fatty. The most controversial pizza topping I enjoy. So my favorite pizza is actually all dressed. So that means like mushrooms, peppers, and such. I think probably mushrooms. A lot of people don't like mushrooms. I know it's not super controversial, but I know a lot of people don't like mushrooms, and I do. I do. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I disagree. Now, I don't like pineapple. I'm not putting it on my pizza. I'm just not saying you can't have it on yours. I even talked to my hardcore Italian friend who's like super Italian. He's like, I don't really care for it, but like it's fine if you do it. And he's like Italian. He will like judge you if you like you cook your noodles the wrong way or use the wrong kind of sauce. If you only have four choices for pizza for all the pizzas you ever have, so like four choices for pizza. So like I don't want too much stuff on my pizza. I like to have different kinds of cheese. I like mushrooms, peppers, and occasionally pepperoni. I don't love meat lovers because it tends to get a little bit too greasy and too fatty. Uh, I also like onions. I do like onions. I'm not big on pineapple. Like just a standard all dressed, and I'm pretty much good. Favorite anime intro? Again, it's going to be The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. Do I collect physical manga? No. I don't even read manga, so, like, I'm definitely not gonna collect it. I collect artwork. I collect artwork. Sardines on pizza would try it. I mean, would I try it? Yes. Uh, but I don't think I would like it, but I would try it. I'm not opposed to giving it a chance. Uh, is Digimon Beat Break worth a watch? Okay, so I'm watching it right now. I'm watching it right now. And how I feel is that I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. But I would say that I prefer every season of Digimon I've seen more than this. So Adventures 1, Adventures 2, Tamers, like all Try. I think it might be my least favorite so far. So like I'm not saying not to try it or that it's not worth it. But it's not like it's not my thing. When compared to other Digimon. Do I like raw salmon? Yes. Yes, I do. I love salmon in all forms. All forms. Would you ever consider going into animation? No. Absolutely not. That is a definitive hard no. Like an extremely hard no. Also, guys, in 3 minutes at 10:10, 10:10, I'm calling it a night. Just a heads up. It's a solid. So, like, I don't even think it's that solid. I don't think it's mid. I think it's better than mid, but it's definitely not great. You like ramen? I adore ramen. I could eat ramen every day. I love it. Are you a picky eater? No. I'm probably one of the least picky eaters you can find. Hence your so Golden, you actually turned like something I did not even mean to be that much of a pun into a better pun. So good for you. So you still get another hour, dude. It's 10 o'clock. I have earned my nap time. What time will I stream tomorrow? So tomorrow. So for those who don't know, I'm going to my cousin's house tomorrow. I'm going to be dog sitting. So tomorrow we're going to stream from around 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I almost said p.m. 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. Right. So we're going to stream in the morning at our usual time. That is our usual stream time. And then we got to cut it short so I can head out. Favorite shojo? I have no idea. I can't say I've actually seen that much shojo. I think I've only seen like two or three. I actually don't even know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking, man. I don't know. I haven't watched a shojo in years. Which group would I join in Black Clover except for the Black Bulls? I think it would be. Uh, hold on. I'll look it up. Black Clover. I know who it's. I know who it is. I already know who it. Here we go. Found it. Found it. I'm gonna Crimson Lion. Crimson Lion. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, my brother. Make sure you eat and have a good night. It's gonna be a light dinner. It's gonna just be some tuna. I've already had my food for the day. I kept my calories under control. We're on point, guys. We're on point. Anyways, guys, I will see everybody in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard. Join the Discord to get notified when I'm going live. And if you're not here in the morning, I will have a second live stream for YouTube tomorrow night because tomorrow morning we're going to be on TikTok and Twitch. So YouTube is not going to be there. So I'm going to have a YouTube live later tomorrow. All right? See you then. Calling it here.